Alright guys, we got the UC20. Here is the box quick. 1000 lumens, 220 meters of throw, USB-C charging, etc. UV or red light. There's some of the uses you can use. The 5-year warranty, so that's really good. No specs or nothing on the box. So pretty plain Jane. Alright, so here are the accessories. We get two, or I thought it was two warranty card. Okay. We get product certification, then the warranty card. That's pretty good. You get a spare USB-C cover, charging port cover, so that's really cool. You never know if they'll rip. I've never had it happen, but you get the USB A to C charging cable. Is it branded? No. And we get that user manual. And we get the light, which it did have a little plastic cover on the lens, but I did take it off, so. So we'll talk about the lockout here. It did come locked out, which is good. But you just press and hold. Then it's gonna flash. I don't know why they have the light flash. They should just, have it has a ring around it to indicate battery charging status. Why can't they just make that flash? See? That's why I don't like when these companies, they make the light flash. It's like, just make that shit. If it has it, you know what I mean? Yeah, we get the RGB light, the main emitter, and the UV. So press and hold to unlock is gonna do the Christmas tree flash. So there you get the battery indicator. So when it's green, it's 100 to 30%. 30 to 10 is red, and below 10 is flashing red. So, that's not, that's not the best. I don't. It would be cool if they put yellow or something. But it's all right. Once you get red, that shit's probably gonna die soon. Plus, it has a small battery, and you gotta charge that shit. We'll make sure you can use it when you're charging it. Hopefully. If not, that's not good. But there's the charging port. Let's see if it charges C to C. Yeah, it's flashing red. It's probably almost charged. It's only charging at 1 watt, but when it's fully charged, it will be green. And when it's charging, it's going to be red. So we just got to wait. So the main emitter is the SFT25R HI, obviously de-domed, high intensity, 6500K. So that's really good. It's only 1000 lumens. I'm not 100% sure what that LED, the max brightness is, but I wish it was like 15 or 12, whether it can even do that, I don't know. But I did try it out, not outside, but it does have a nice big hotspot uniform. There's a couple things that I don't like too much, but, we're going to talk about that later. I don't want to go through all the shit now, because I like to go out and talk about it and use it. So we'll go through the UI here. It's easy, and we're going to definitely talk more about that later, but press and hold for the ultra low, which is 5 lumens, and I should have it on low, so we'll, off, press off, and then turn on again. It's 60 lumens, press and hold for 200, and 450 the high. So you can see for E-switch it's quick. Usually they take a second, but it's pretty quick. So I'm surprised. Press the rear tail cap halfway for instant turbo. And then we'll fully press for strobe. So strobe warning in 3, 2, 1. And then if you keep those held for 5 seconds, it will stay on. So that is at least, you know, it has that, so that's good to see. All right, so we'll go to the red light, double press. So that's the weird thing. It is on the side, so you got to like turn it up to get it ahead of you, you know. Then press and hold to go through the high and low. So the red light low is 80 lumens, the red light high is 23. So it is pretty bright. It's not the brightest, but it's pretty good. And then triple for UV. So the UV only has one mode. It doesn't say how bright it is, so I don't know. But that's the UV. And then the UV is the 365 nanometer, but it doesn't have like that black filter, so you see a lot of the purple light. Which I tried it, and you know, I'm not too big into UV, so I don't care too much. But it's definitely not like the OLight, nor the like the EDC 17 by Nikkor. But it's on there. And then it does have the 1,000 milliamp hour lithium polymer built-in battery, which it should be bigger. Oh, I didn't even see that, too. It says UV and red. Oh, that's pretty good. You know, I do like the design. There is a couple negatives, but luckily it's not too bad as of now, but we'll talk about that a little bit later. But I do like the style. Just wish that was matte. Then we get like the warning. Let's see if I can get it to focus. All right, so we'll be taking it out in a little bit, but I got the Arc Pro Ultra. If I remember, I'll try to compare it, just the spot on this to this. Obviously the flood is much different, but you can see the UC20 is a bit longer. It's roughly the same thickness, hard to tell. Definitely different length again. Pocket clip, definitely better the OLight. And I got one of my favorite flat light, the EDC 17. We'll try to get it kind of where the back or the glass breaker is. So you can see definitely shorter. About the same thickness. They're all so close in thickness. But yeah, I can't wait to test this out. You know, I'm not too excited, but it is what it is. I bought it. You know, just like all my videos, I buy my lights. So I say what I want. Plus I got this from Andrew and Amanda, so they're pretty good. They always usually accept my offer. I do like 10 bucks less usually, and they accept it, plus no tax, so I usually never just return. You know, maybe if I purchase Amazon, I return shit, but from them, I just leave it how it is. All right, we'll just test the red light inside here. So this is low. You know, obviously it's close, it's not far away. Then we'll go to high, and it seems that it always starts on low. We see if I have it flat, the light, it goes to the right a little bit. So you got to kind of angle it. Or kind of, you know, twist your grip a little bit. And then 3 for the UV. Let's see, we'll try to get. There's only one level. It's definitely, yeah, not the best, but it's something. All right, we're out with the Acebeam UC20. And I keep hearing sometimes like someone screaming in here. So I don't know what the fuck's going on. But if you hear screaming, I don't know. But anyways, we got in the moonlight here. And sadly, it is really bright out here. So there we got low. Then we'll go turbo. Then we'll go 2 clicks. There's the red. So it's looking brighter than it really is, but sadly it is really bright out. I don't even need a flashlight, but it is slippery too. And the UV is on. You can see it a little bit. All right, now we got the Arc Pro Ultra. We'll just do the spot versus obviously the UC20, just the regular. So we'll go UC20 first. And that's the Olight. UC20. Olight. So Olight definitely has more of a spot type beam. A little less candela, like 2000. UC20. The Olight. All right, now we'll do the UC20 versus the EDC17 by Nightcore, 1500 lumens versus the 1000. We'll go the Nightcore first. So yeah, I can definitely tell it's brighter. UC20. EDC17. UC20. We got it, the moonlight. Still gonna probably walk up like 20 feet. So we still got it on the moonlight. Gotta make sure there's no one here. All right. There's the low. Mid. High. And turbo. All right, we'll do the end of the review. And I thought I was recording for a little bit, but I was not. So we do have it on high right now. It's fucking not fun out here because it is very slippery. This is probably the slipperiest it's been. But it's been warm and then now it's cold. Next week's gonna warm up. But we do have it on high right now. So I'll tell you the pros. There's more cons than pros, but I like the beam. That's really the only pro. The UI is fucking weird. It's very strange. So you got a double click. You can see the light. Hopefully it shuts off. I didn't even realize that yeah, it's still on. I don't like that. It should go off at, like most 5-second. See, sometimes Acebeam does dumb ass shit, I'll tell you. It's still on. That's like the thrower I had. What was the think it's stepping down. Yeah. The thrower I had, the T37, it just stays lit. That's dumb. So yeah, overall I really don't like this light. The only good thing is the beam. But you have to press the tail cap halfway for turbo. You know, luckily it stays on after 5 seconds. Strobe too, you gotta fully press. It's just dumb. Double tap. It's the red light, but it's off to the side. And you press and hold, triple click for strobe. But see, the light always goes back on. It's stupid. They should have had like a switch or something. But this light I really shouldn't have bought. I probably won't really use it that much, but like I said, the only thing I like is the beam because it has a nice big hot spot. I'd probably walk with medium because it's walkable too. That's the thing, you know. Yeah, I saw this like someone's cutting up wood. This is where I did the beam shots, right up here. But yeah, I'm used to, you know, double click for turbo, but we don't get that. If you guys have this light, let me know how you like it. I just don't. The only good redeeming quality is the beam. And it is like only 1,000 lumens too. But like I said, the SF25R, I don't know how bright it can actually get. So I can't really say if this is close to the max. Can it do 1,500, 1,200? I don't know. And Acebeam only gives you a, shit, I gotta be careful. 1,000 milliamp hour battery. Should have been like 1,500 at least. So yeah, I just don't recommend this. The style's good, but the back, shit, should have been rounded a little more. It's not too uncomfortable, but it's not the best, you know. But yeah, anyways, it's just kind of meh. Just the beam is really nice. But that's the thing with Acebeam, man. They just do weird shit, man. I don't understand their choices. Sometimes they make a banger of a light. Sometimes they don't. I just don't get it, man. If you guys have this, let me know. Do you like it? I probably won't use it, to be honest, that much, but I don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna go home because this is slippery as crap. But I want to thank you guys for watching. Please comment, rate, subscribe. Peace.